So, welcome you all for a very special webcast today. And today's webcast is all about earning a second income and that too with dignity. How an advisory role can change your life. See, today the dynamics are changing. There is a cost of living which is increasing, expenses have gone up, and one income for a family is never ever going to be enough. And despite of that, there are some very talented housewives are there, retired professionals are there. They want to contribute to their family's income, and they're all looking for a opportunity how meaningfully, respectfully they can engage and contribute to their financial for a family's well-being also, financial well-being also. So on that note, today we have a very special guest with us. He comes with a 2 decades of experience in developing successful advisors, especially in the behavioral training aspect. So I welcome Mr. Suresh Rao to this special webcast. And very good evening, sir. And to begin with, I just want you to introduce yourself and then we move forward. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Good evening, Deepak. Happy to be with you on this, especially the insurance sector, what you are talking about, with about 2 decades of experience with insurance as well as the training and development. And I'm basically an engineer by profession. Because of my passion in training and development, I have become a trainer. And I was with MetLife Insurance Company for about 5 years, and I was taking care of two states, Karnataka and Andhra, as a cluster training manager. And I was responsible for development of insurance in the agency as well as the bank insurance also. And further, I would like to, what you call as express and contribute with my experience to your endeavor. And you'll know more about me as and when we start speaking about insurance. I'll just
Yeah,
move on and start
definitely.
with.
Great, sir. Great. It's great to have with your kind of an experience with all of us today, sir. Just to start with a very basic question, I just wanted to know why it is a right time for all the housewives and retired professionals to get into an insurance advisory role. So why do you think today is the right time currently? They should plunge into.
In general, I would like to say before 1956 or before 1999, when IRDA was formed and the private players had come in, LIC was the only player of insurance in India, and the awareness of insurance was not that much in the Indian population. And that's how the insurance penetration was about just 4% then, because LIC was the only player. And looking at this, the mammoth population of India as well as the insurance requirement, IRDA opened the gates for all the private insurance. There are about 20 to 25 companies entered into insurance business. And today, with a lot of awareness given in the society today, we have really come up to around 10% of penetration in India. And but that is not sufficient today. If you see our 1.4 billion population, and imagine that we are about 20, including LIC, we are about 25, 26 companies, and we have covered only 10% of the population. What about the 90% insurable population I'm talking about? When I say insurable population, people who are earning gainfully and who are the breadwinners of the family. And there is a lot of things to be done with this insurable population. And today, because of social media and awareness, and the campaigns done by the companies today, and I feel that whatever efforts you put, it proves to be still less. It's a huge potential. It's a, or what I should say, is a very fertile market for insurance in India. That's why today I feel that insurance is a very good potential business for everybody. As you rightly said, income with dignity for housewives and retirees. I would say is for the total, the employed population and even the unemployed population also. That's why today now 2000 onwards, it has been a great potential in India.
Absolutely, sir. I mean, with the country of such a large population, and as you said, there are many more people who will gainfully employed, and we are also a youngest country in the world, I believe. And all those people will get into the job, and their earnings will start. So there is a huge potential for insurance advisory, is what you are saying, right, sir?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So this comes to my very interesting question, sir. And insurance, definitely people say that it's a very tough job, and only people with this specific sales background can only succeed in this profession. Can you give your insight into that, sir? Because
I
people
would
say,
rather say,
yeah,
yeah, Deepak, I got your question. I would rather say, on the contrary, I feel that people with no insurance background, it's a great potential for them. If you
yes,
ask me why, the reason is people who are already in the insurance sector are like wounded tigers. They always know that why people don't buy insurance. It's quite natural for anybody to say no to insurance people. I mean, insurance advisors. But if you see the potential or the what you call as the market opening up, and with the lifestyles and income, and I think we can find innumerable ways of penetrating the insurance market today. I feel people with no insurance background also can do much better than with insurance background. This is my personal view and my personal experience with MetLife also.
yeah, absolutely, sir. Because absolutely, I mean, there is opportunity also for new learning. I mean, though people who are not from the insurance background, they can come in and learn new things, and that's how they come with a very positive view. Is what you are saying.
Correct. As these people are novices and new to insurance, they help the people, the clients and customer to really rethink about themselves, which they have not done so far. Because all these days, insurance was what you call as impressed upon them. Insurance basically is a matter of solicitation, and you need to convince them and the requester to come from them. That's why in insurance we ask for application for insurance. We call it a proposal form. We are
Yes,
not selling just a product there. We are really protecting them and their families. This is a new way of thinking and the concept to give awareness of insurance to the what do you call it gainful employment population.
absolutely, sir. And sir, one more thing. Now, housewives and retired professionals, they have got their own set pattern. They have got their own schedule.
Correct.
They need to take care of their families, children. So, how much time do you think they need to spend on a weekly basis or on a daily basis? Can you just explain on that?
It's very simple. Now, let's say that take a case of a housewife. She spends the whole day in the house, looking after the people in the house. It's a very difficult occupation being a housewife. They are very busy every minute of time. But don't they have some time for themselves or for their friends or relatives? I'll give an example. Like if you want to call your friends and relatives for a function at the house, will you not call at least 20-25 people on the phone?
Yes.
And moreover, housewives, they are very good multitaskers. They do a lot of things at the same time. So it all takes about one telephone call to talk to people. In a day, if you are talking, I'll get you an example. In a day, if you talk to three people, three people on your profession, that too not to sell, to give consultancy. This is what I want to tell our people that you're not selling insurance, you're giving insurance consultancy. When you go to a doctor, the doctor doesn't sell anything to you. You have a need, but here you are creating and making awareness about the need and giving them a beautiful solution to them and their family. So it doesn't take much time. And I have come across a certain formulas also. It's called the 10-30-10. What I mean to say 10-30-10 means even in a week, if you talk to 10 people, is it not possible just to have a general conversation and tell them that you are in this business of insurance consultancy, not selling? Out of 10 people, forget what a number of policies you get, whether they buy or not. Let us think that they don't buy. But even then, if you get three references from each of your friends, which are happy to give you, rather than buying it from you, happy to give you, that comes up to 30. So you have got 30 days of work with you. And if you contact 30 people, at least you'll get 10 appointments and what you call it, buy-ins. So that's how a housewife can manage this insurance being at home itself, not spending too much of time and sacrificing her household chores.
Yes.
So that's how hardly it takes about making 3 calls in a day
Absolutely, sir.
with the
Absolutely.
intention.
Yes, yes, and that gives them an opportunity to balance both house and then the insurance advisory work also. So that is a really great one, sir. And
One more. Sorry to interrupt you.
yeah,
Today is the day era of working from home, right? Be it
yes,
male or a female.
yes,
Though you are a female, you are working from home itself.
yes,
You are just on the telephone or maybe on a Zoom meeting like this, if at all you can afford. You are just working from home, looking after your family, kids, and daily course also. It's not a much difficult job at all, not
Ab-
time consuming.
absolutely, sir. And when we talk about any new business, starting a new business, the first thing comes to our mind is there any investment that I need to do? So, what is your take on that, sir? So, our audience would want to definitely know that is there any investment that I need to do here to start this advisory role?
Exactly. Every business needs an investment, no doubt, but not necessarily the type of investment what the other business requires. Actually, if you just see any very small business, even you take a household business as such, preparing some food items and selling it outside, like most people do, the catering business and all that, you need to invest about a lakh or something and wait for the returns to come back. But
Yes,
here in insurance, it is next to nothing. What is that you're investing? You are investing only in your examination fees, which is not much as compared to the returns of it. You can definitely be affordable also. I don't think they should be thinking of any investment at all, because if that awareness if they have, that if they can do business without investing much money, because the housewife doesn't have a lot of flexibility in investment basically. So,
yes,
but because of this business, they can complement their husband's income also. Today,
yes,
life runs by what we call as collective responsibilities and I mean income generation also. They can definitely do this business without any investment. To give an example, your examination fee in the last year was about 750 rupees. I don't know how much it has been increased by now. And then that's all. You invest only that much of money to, I mean, or to equip yourself and certify yourself, and there is no other investment at all.
absolutely, sir. I mean, once there is no investment at all, the entire stress level will come down because I don't have to think about that break even point.
Correct.
And once there is no stress at all, the best out of you will automatically come out.
And you don't need any infrastructure also, Deepak,
Yes,
because your
yeah,
infrastructure is your house. And if you want
yes,
a better infrastructure, there is a company and the what you call as the firm behind you. They
yes,
will always provide that infrastructure in case you want to meet a client at a particular place to show the strength and image of the company. So they
yes.
do not invest a paisa on the investment. I mean the infrastructure at all.
Absolutely, sir, and that's a great way of starting a business. I mean, I've never come across such a business wherein you can start your own business and that too without any investment. And sir, one more thing, you just touched a little bit upon the training aspect. Can you just break down in detail a little bit more? What kind of trainings or opportunities are available for all the housewives and retired professionals, since they are from not from a sales background?
Absolutely, Deepak, because what happens is when you are starting a new endeavor which you do not know earlier, you need some sort of a training how to approach people, right? The first step in this training is that we train them on how to approach people on the telephone itself to get an appointment first. And
Yes.
that is the basically the first step. And once we get the appointment, then the other steps start following. And we will tell them because of our experience and the market trends now. And how do we approach the people on the telephone? You can never sell insurance on the telephone. I do know that, but you can definitely get an appointment with their own people, and you have to give them awareness. and to give them the concept of insurance and the concept of family protection and financial freedom to really make them interesting for them to say how can we do it. To get that how from your clients, we will
Yes.
train them first. And once you get the how, then the next step is hand holding them. We will hand hold them. We used to hand hold our advisors in MetLife to go and approach the customer in person and how to handle the objection and their what do you call it, the mind blocks about insurance. How to change their mindset towards their own protection. Because many of us, we know that we need insurance, and why don't we buy insurance? Because nobody has convinced us.
Yes.
So that's all this training part of it. How do we give a presentation? How do we give what do you call as the benefit illustration to them and to convince them in the long term how this product will be useful. The basic thing,
Yes.
first thing is that we train them how to talk about the concept of insurance. Forget the product part of it. The product
Yes.
part of it comes later, which they will get assistance from people like you and me and the company also. How do we convince the customer with the concept, not just with the features of the product?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I mean, with certain amount of training, they will all get a confidence and they will start approaching. And training is an ongoing process, and definitely there are companies are coming out with a very curated approach to develop the housewives and retired professionals. Very set amount of time and money they are spending to develop on the training aspect as well. So one more thing, since this profession is all about approaching people, connecting with people, can you give me a little insight on, in terms of the self-respect and social status, how this profession help in terms of that? I mean, social status and self-respect. Can you just give your thoughts on that, please?
Yeah, I'll ask you one question on behalf of what do you call it, the audience here. That how are we earning money today? We are earning salaries and income only by serving the society. We say that we serve the society as a rent for being in the on this planet. So that's how once you are giving some benefits to the society pays you back, and that is the status you will enhance in the minds of the clients as well as your society members also. And you see, your what is the designation for a housewife or retirement person? They say you're a housewife or your ex so and so, but we want what you call our self-esteem to be satisfied, and we
Yes.
want to help others. We are not selling. We are helping others to develop their own financial protection as well as financial freedom for their family. They will always remember you as long as they are with the what you call the policy and the benefits what they derive. They, and you will get what you call as an immense reputation in the society in your own circles also.
Yes.
And even yes, you take for example a retired person. He could be in a very good what you call as a authoritative position as long as he is serving. But once he retires, he will not get the same thing again after retirement. But how can he maintain that? He can be still useful to the society. He is protecting his friends and the or his social circle families today, and they regard him as something as a not only a senior citizen, as a senior consultant for the families and the
Yes.
society.
Absolutely, sir. And this is something, this profession can really give something back to the society. And looking into the landscape, the lifestyle and the cost of rising, and all these younger generation, they need an advice from a retired person. I mean, he would have gone through all the experience in life, and then he can simply share those experience and help all these youngsters to build the wealth for themselves. Right,
And
sir?
you see, once you retire and grow older, your gray hairs are actually an advantage for you. People start listening to you because of your maturity in the total lifestyle what you have come through, and people will listen ardently from a senior person point of view. So that's how even retirement, even if you take a housewife also, and if she speaks to her relatives and friends, they value her because of her what you call life experience. and with the what you call as uh, the concept what you are going to meet them, going to tell them about, they are very happy to see that they are getting some matured consultancy from people. And then one more thing I want to tell you is housewives have a great advantage being females. The reason is they are very highly what you call as emotionally very strong. This business needs what is called as an emotional approach, not a rational approach. And once the emotional approach is there, females what you call as count more than the men. They
Absolutely.
take an advantage over men. The selling is much easier for the females than males.
Absolutely. And sir, can you just share any live example that you have? Because since you are gone through all the experience with training so many advisors, can you share some live experience, sir?
I was with MetLife and I was taking care of what you call the official areas in Karnataka, rest of Karnataka. I was taking care of Hubli, Hospet, Mysore, and Mangalore. I used to travel in a month there, and I've come across many people who came to insurance for the first time, who had no insurance background at all. And when some of the specific cases, one lady came to me to the IRDA session, and I did ask her what was the purpose of coming. She then told me that her husband was in some automotive dealership and he underwent a loss, and that's how she had to compensate for that particular income and the liability. Then I did ask her, what is that you are aiming at? What is the income level you are aiming at? She just told me about 5 lakhs in a year just to run her family, and because the husband was not in a position to compensate for the earlier incomes. And I said, okay. Then I told her that you can definitely, if you have the will,
Yes.
and and I told her that along with the income, you can also rise in your levels also. I told her about the MDRT levels of an advisor. Then she asked me, what is that MDRT? I told her that if you do at that time 18 lakhs of business, 18 lakhs of premium, first year premium collection, you'll be a $1 million round table conference member. Then she said, what should I do? I just told her, you just contact people and then fix appointment. We as a company will will go along with you to handhold you and convince the clients. She did that exclusively for 6 months, and you won't believe one success followed the other. And within 6 months she became an MDRT, and she did not even know that she had become an MDRT because they don't know how much, they don't keep an account of the premium. And once
Yes.
she hit that MDRT mark, she went to US for a conference, came back. She had 18 lakhs of first year premium, and she got on an average 30%. 30% is 6 lakhs. She was very happy. And then on top of that, she asked me, what else can I do more? Then I told her about the top of the table. Then she said, you aim at that. She did it also. In the same year, she did it. Now she's very happy because she says that financial problems are over and she is finding meaning in her activity now. What is to be done every day. And then she has told me that she has stopped cooking and all that, and she has hired a maid for that, and she is running about for this business. She meets one person every day. That principle we told her, MOP, meet one person. That's all. Not for selling, just meet and talk about insurance. Things will follow, and it's following for her. Still today, she's in touch with me, and she's thanking me for that MDRT. What she went there. I said it's all because of you. Everybody can't become MDRT, no doubt. But if you have the intention, nobody can stop you.
Yes, absolutely, sir. I mean, it's a very inspiring journey what that she has gone through. Coming from a non-sales background, just taking the entire responsibility of the family and gone ahead and becoming an MDRT, which is a very special recognition for all the insurance professionals. Sir, on that note, my final question to you, sir, is now what do you
And
think?
before you ask me the question, I forgot to tell you
Yeah.
there was a retired person at Hubli. He came to join the IIDA class. I did ask him, sir, you're retired, but good thing you're not tired. But he says that I'm not tired because I've got a lot more ambition and
Yes.
responsibilities. Family goals are there. Then I said, what is that you can do for yourself? Now, all these 40 years you have served your organization and somebody else, and then you used to earn a salary or income. But after 60, you have to go work for yourself. Then he said, yes, sir, I've come only for that. Then he said that all my clients are all high-fi HNI clients. I want to encash that. I said, don't use that word encash. Please use the word serve them. You serve
Yes.
them for your interest. Then we went to all his HNI clients, and then he started earning at least about 6 to 8 lakhs rupees in a year, which he said that is much more than my package in my employment today.
Oh.
And he said I'm more financially free
Mm.
than I was in employment today. And
Oh,
he's so
very.
happy that I can go and meet people at my will, not at
Yes.
somebody's will. This
Mm.
was also an example during my midlife days.
Great, sir. Very inspiring to hear. Even with the retired professionals also coming with such an aspiration and really working toward this and making this as a insurance advisory as a vehicle to achieve all those aspirations. So very, very, very inspiring, sir. Now, finally, my question to you, sir, is now why do you think this is the right time for all the people who are looking for a second income with dignity to get into this particular profession?
You see today, you see our Indian scenario before 2000. That is when during our peak time, there was no advent of IT,
Yes.
and we had some conventional jobs, and we had the income as per that. But after 2000, look at the younger generation today, our children who are working today, they are not bothered about the salary or the income part of it. They are bothered about the lifestyle. What lifestyle we had is something much, much lower than the lifestyle of our children today because they are gainfully employed. And if you see what is called as the demography of India, is very young. India is very young if you ask me. 35 to 45 is the average age, and all
Yes.
are gainfully employed because of IT. Average salary of a person now today is not in thousands, it's in lakhs
Yes.
because of IT. Okay, I'm not considered the rural background, but looking at the urban area where we are really targeting our insurance marketing, there is about minimum a lakh. And how are they
Yes.
spending their money? They really don't know how to spend the money today because they have got so much of money with them, not for living, but for a good lifestyle. In that case, should they not preserve their lifestyle for themselves and their children? But insurance forms a bottom protective net for them. It's just like a circus, where you have the swing in the last moment, in the last event, and there's a net at the bottom. Even if you forget to hold the bar, you fall down at the net. That net is insurance. And if you
Yes.
are providing that potential business, your premium size, what we call, goes up. And earlier, when LIC was in vogue for the only player, they were like farmers. They used to put a lot of seeds and have small premiums but more policy. But today, if you see the scenario, we are like hunters. You hunt a tiger one in a month. That's enough.
Yes.
There your premium case size goes up. So is the commission. But I'm not talking about the commission part. I'm talking about the mission in the commission.
Yes.
So if your mission is noble, commission automatically follows. And
Absolutely.
so to say, if you go after money, worry follows you. But if you
Yes.
go after people, money follows you. This is the right time where you go after gainful employment people to give them the right protection. That's why I feel 2000 upwards, that's the right time to join into investment and insurance.
Absolutely, sir. I mean, the people come first, and automatically the once we have a mission in place, see the automatically the commission will come into picture. So very well said, sir. And thank you so much, sir, for being with us today. And I can tell you, sir, personally, my conviction level has really gone up to a very high conviction level now. After talking to you, and for all of us, the listeners here. So I have given the details in the description there. Please go to the description, get the details, and if at all you want to get into such a noble profession and you also want to get trained by us and by Mr. Suresh sir as well, so join us and we can have a one-on-one discussion. We can always fix up an appointment and you can take more information on that. So on that note, sir, anything last note from your side, sir?
Last note is that first, let me thank you for providing me this platform to talk to your people. And I really find that, if you are an individual, if you are really an individual who can't invest more money, but you have got a lot of people, people will definitely come into our life. And as I am telling you again, at least you may say we are new to the place and we don't know people. We don't know people because we don't know how to serve them basically. Once you know how to serve them, pun intended, at least you know four people in your life, right? If I mean pun intended, no doubt. If you know four, we will train you how to make it into 400, and your market goes on expanding from word of mouth. That's the
Yes.
best advertisement. And actually, everybody in our life today, be it a housewife, retiree, student, or a person who's employed, we have got goals in our life which can't be met with our usual income. We have to set aside some other income to meet our goals today and our family goals also. This is a most wonderful platform where you can have an additional income. As you said, with the dignity. We are not just going there door to door salesman like, to be rejected. People will reject us. First, we should accept no's first. When the bucket of no's are filled, then the yes will come. No in insurance marketing is not no. No is next one, next opportunity, new opportunity. We never we feel discouraged by it. More no's you get, the more stronger you become. And people who are earning in lakhs today, they have received thousands of no's, and those same no's have become yeses because others have given a reference to them. And I really feel that this is a good great gift of God also, I should say, that he has sent the insurance advisors in the market today as a meaningful gainful employment for themselves. It's a blessing for them as well as their families. And I wish that people really think of an additional income, not at the cost of the dignity and pride. Your self esteem, self respect will definitely go up.
Thank you so much, sir. I think it was a very meaningful and a wonderful discussion, and we would definitely look forward for more of such a conversation with you, sir. And thank you so much, sir.
I will be glad to be a part of this with you because this is also a noble profession
Yes,
where
sir.
what can be more noble than making others noble here? That's
Yes,
what is my
absolutely,
thinking.
absolutely, sir. Thank you so much, sir, and I look forward for many more conversation with you, sir, in the coming days.
Absolutely. We will continue this in case as and when required. You can tell me and we can continue on some specific topics also in the insurance itself.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Thank you so much, sir. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.